a quick message would be a car or a castle, a car, ibikíbi tá bá ti ń gbọ́ wa lórí Diaspora TV. Orúkọ mi ni Elijah Soroye, ọmọ Naija ni mí, Naija ló bí mi sí, Naija ni mo ti dàgbà, Naija ni mo ti kúrò láti wá sí Belgium, and right now I'm in Belgium.
No matter where you are, how you feel, or what you've been through, your story matters. At Diaspora Empire TV, we believe in healing through connection, strength through sharing, and hope through every voice. This is your space. This is our journey. Welcome home. Hello and welcome to Diaspora Empire TV. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that inspires. Today, we are honored to have Mr. Elijah, a student from Nigeria, currently studying at Hasselt University here in Belgium. We'll explore his journey, his experience in Europe, and offer practical insight for those considering studying abroad, especially in Belgium. Mr. Elijah, welcome.
Hello, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. So, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your journey from Nigeria to Belgium?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Elijah Shore. Currently studying at the University of Hasselt. It's in the Limburg part of Belgium. It's also somewhere that shares the border within Belgium and Netherlands. I moved to Belgium about 6 years ago, 2019.
Yeah.
And I can say it's been an amazing experience so far, studying in Belgium, also working from time to time as a student. In terms of my journey to Belgium, oh well, it's been a good journey, I would say. Yeah,
Okay.
it's been an interesting journey.
Yeah.
I've really learned a lot. I've experienced life also in different shapes, forms.
Yeah.
I've had to also go through different set of what I say challenges,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
and at first in Nigeria it was a situation of having to plan towards relocating here, right? So
Yeah.
I would say I had to prepare myself before even
Of course. Yeah.
putting
Understand.
in a visa application or whatnot. I had to get ready in terms of knowing what to do, how to do it, where to go, because there's a lot of procedure for Belgium. I mean, like every other country, but I think Belgium is one of those ones where you need to understand the full procedure. If not,
Yeah.
you would just get lost in between your application at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And what inspired you to pursue your studies abroad, especially in Belgium?
Two things.
Yeah.
Two major things.
Okay.
Or let's say three things. Now that I think about it. The first one was family. The second one was the standard of the education.
Okay.
And the third one was, I think, one of the most important part also, the expense or the tuition for the education. Yeah. In Belgium, there is a subsidized rate, which includes international students and, of course, the citizens of the country.
Yeah.
So yeah, these three things really made me want to come to Belgium, as you can see. Yeah.
When it comes to family, what do you mean?
Oh well, in terms of family, as Nigerians also we have a bit, or let's say almost half of us split all over the world.
Okay.
So in terms of family now, I have my close family living right here in Belgium, which is my brother, my niece.
Okay.
Also we have uncles, aunties living in Belgium. We have closer family, like first cousins and first uncles, aunties living in England. We also have some family in France, and Belgium is also like a very strategic point in Europe.
Yeah, I
It's easy
understand.
to access pretty much everywhere you want to go in Europe, so it's like the center of Europe
Yeah, I can
at the
see.
end of the day. So yeah, that's how family comes into play in terms of moving here.
Okay. And what were your first impression upon arriving in Belgium?
Ooh, now that takes me back
Yeah,
to
of course.
2019. I feel the first thing
Mm,
was the culture shock.
okay.
So I've been in Nigeria and an African
Mm,
living within Africa and Nigeria for 20 years of my life.
mm,
And I've only visited African countries.
yeah.
Um, when I relocated here, I feel like my first week, or let's say my first
Yeah.
couple of months, let me put it this way, the first 3 months, I was still living in the shock. And that's because it's totally different
Mhm.
from everything I know, everything I've done, everything I've lived through. I'll just say I had to learn some things and I had to unlearn some things
I
in the
understand.
sense that it's totally different. It's,
Yeah.
it's, it's left and right,
Yeah.
basically, like
Yeah,
two
sure.
different parts.
The,
So, yeah, the culture shock was there in terms of interacting with people, in terms of the standard of living, in terms of
mm,
infrastructure, in terms of,
languages.
sorry?
Languages.
Language is definitely,
Yeah.
that's for sure. That's for sure. That's a big part in it also.
Okay.
The food, if you like eating, like me,
Fufu.
yeah. Oh, that's that's another story.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how have you, uh, has your experience been as a Nigerian student living in Belgium?
Um, I wouldn't say as a Nigerian student. I'll put it more as an international
Yeah.
student
Yeah. Okay.
because if we put it as a Nigerian student, then yeah, I choose only to be a Nigerian student. But as an international student, you can explore, you can interact with different people from different parts of the world.
Mm,
You can um, decide to travel if traveling is what you love to do. It's been amazing. I would say it's been really amazing.
mm,
It's an experience that I would live through again if I had to do it. Like coming to Belgium as a fresh
yeah.
person and starting all over to like understand the country, understand the life. Like I loved it. I love it, and
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Okay. What cultural differences stood out to you and how did you adapt?
Um, how did I? I think the first thing that stood out, let's say my first week here when I went on campus, was the way of greeting.
Okay.
Um, in general,
Yeah.
either as a male or as a female, friends or no friends, you need like to say hello. The proper way or the way they do it
Yeah.
is to give it like a kiss on the cheek, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I felt like where I come from, obviously Nigeria,
You
Africa,
never
we're a
do that,
bit
eh?
more
Uh,
on the other spectrum of things like that. We feel that's like a bit intimate or that's like
Okay.
shared with only love people or like your partner or whatnot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And for you, with colleagues, how do you greet?
in general,
Yeah.
back at home, handshake,
Yeah.
something as simple as how you
Cheers.
day, how far, bro, like
Okay.
knuckle fist. I
Yeah.
could go on and on with the list, but
Mm,
um, yeah, over here it was quite different for me. It was new.
mm,
Something else that stuck to me that was new for me was I would say the transportation system
yeah, for sure.
because I'm coming from Lagos, right?
Nice.
And back at home, let's say I want to go. My parents live on the mainland. I was living with my parents, and let's say I need to go to the island because I used to work on the island.
Yeah.
I need to leave home because I want to get to the office for 9 a.m. I
Yeah.
need to wake up like 5 a.m. So I get ready to leave home by 5:30, 5:45. so I can be sure to already start by traveling by 6 a.m. So I'm spending what, at least 2, 3 hours at that early part of the morning to travel somewhere that normally should take what, 1 hour.
Yeah.
When I got here, my life was, yeah, my life became better in terms of planning. If
Yeah.
I know I need to be somewhere by 9, I just need to check and see the connection, see where I have to be, when I have to be, and yeah, that was easily planned. And
So it is
um,
easier for you to manage your time for now.
definitely, definitely, because I know for sure that if I need to be somewhere,
Mhm.
it takes 40 minutes to get there. At the most, if there are some delays with like the tram lines, the train, let's just say on a very good, everything being equal,
Yeah.
a delay could take what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It wouldn't last more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you found ways to stay connected to your roots while living in Belgium?
Oh, definitely,
Okay.
definitely. One way is I keep in touch with my family on a
Okay.
very regular basis. And when I say regular basis,
Okay.
every day. So I'm in touch with my mom, my dad, my younger sister, my grandma,
Yeah.
my uncles, aunties. This is, I feel, family for me is a big thing. So this is like one way to keep to it. And I actually skipped one. One way to keep to my roots is, I mean, as we all know, we're quite religious in
Okay.
Nigeria, Africa, compared to the European and Western side.
Yeah.
So there's also a big part of God
Yeah.
in terms of religion as well. That also helps with keeping to your roots. Another part is the food.
Yeah.
So I try as much to cook a lot of Nigerian dishes
Mm.
myself, and maybe once in a while go to restaurants.
Yeah. Do you
Um,
have some African restaurant?
oh yeah, there's a few. African, there's a lot. Nigerian, there's a few. Let's put it that
Okay.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would find like Congolese restaurants, Gambian restaurants. I can't. The list can keep going. Ghanaian restaurants. Yeah, a whole lot of African food you can try. Ethiopian.
Are these
Um,
most West African restaurant, are they different, or
that's a good
their dishes
question.
are, are the same?
Well, there's if you want the traditional food in the traditional style, there are some restaurants for that.
Okay.
That the culture is not being a bit mixed to be like fine dining, or you can have a bit of what you want, a bit of both sides. You could have some restaurants where their meals or their dishes are like, yeah, a bit westernized, if we could say that. And you have some that, yes, they are full on just, yeah, if it's
Mm.
fufu you want, you are getting fufu and just, yeah, your soup straight up. No need for like any other thing.
And how do you like the Belgian dishes, especially the French fries,
Well, I
the
think that's
waffles?
yeah, that's one of my favorite, the fries,
Yeah.
because back at home I used to like a lot of like yam and akara. Akara basically is bean cake,
Okay.
we'll call it. So you have like your beans that you blend and then you fry it. It becomes, yeah, bean cake, akara basically. Um, I used to eat a lot of that with like fried potatoes and fried yam. So for me, fries, stuff like this are stuff I always liked. So
Okay.
I love the fries always, every time.
Yeah.
Waffles, definitely, that's a big shout. I love waffles also. When I got here, I really started having waffles in different way. Like there's a whole lot of, you could have waffles with like ice, with cream. You could have waffles with like chocolate. There's a
Yeah.
whole lot of, yeah, varieties, as you like it.
Mm.
Um, what else? You mentioned something just now.
Waffles.
Yeah, waffles, fries.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, what else?
Yeah, it's okay for that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And what role does cultural identity play in your academic and the personal journey?
Ooh, cultural identity.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm.
Now I would answer this as a Nigerian.
Okay.
So we have a strong culture of aiming high and always wanting to go up the ladder and
Mm.
strive for more and
Mm.
always wanting to do better, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of my tribe also,
Yeah.
there's a thing about I'm Yoruba by the way, so there's a thing about um yeah, studying
Mm.
and trying to do best at everything you do.
Yeah.
So how have I applied this to my studies and to my personal experience living in Belgium? I would say I've tried to. There are so many opportunities here,
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
and you need to.
Work hard.
Yeah, you need to work hard. You need to
Yeah.
put yourself there in positions to be able to get some opportunities.
Of course. Yeah.
So I would say, based on my cultural identity, I've known that, or it's helped me with, pushing forward, I would say. Yeah. So it's helped me with like wanting
Mm.
to do more, wanting to do better, than yesterday. And yeah, just
Mm.
become the better version of myself.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Please share a short message in your mother tongue to greet our viewers. Also, for those who understand your language, feel free to translate in the comment sections. And for those who don't understand, check the comments for the meaning.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So a quick message would be ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́, ibikíbi tá bá ti ń gbọ́ wa lórí Diaspora TV. Orúkọ mi ni Elijah Soroye, ọmọ Naija ni mí, Naija ló bí mi sí, Naija ni mo ti dàgbà, Naija ni mo ti kúrò láti wá sí Belgium, and right now um, I'm in Belgium. For my master's, I started off in 2019 with like a Bachelor of Business Management. I majored in marketing. Then after that, I did a Bachelor after Bachelor program, which is 1 year. And I studied the Advanced Business Management, where I majored in Design Thinking and Innovation.
Okay. How do you envision your education shaping your future, whether in Europe or back to Nigeria?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Education.
Shaping
Hmm.
your future.
In terms of education shaping my future, I feel like for now, I'm still studying and I feel like I'm still willing to study as
Yeah.
it seems right now.
Yeah.
So I find myself within a career path that leads me to stay in Europe for a while.
Yeah.
I don't want to give any figure, but at some point, definitely, home will always be home, and Belgium is just home far away from home. To be fair,
Yeah.
however, I know
That's
where I'm
why
from.
diaspora we are here to connect you to your root.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So at some point, I'll definitely need to go back to Nigeria. And in terms of education, yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. There's a standard there.
Mm.
There's things put in place, things running, working well, infrastructure is here. There's so much we have to do back home, as I like to put it. We're only here to know, to learn, to understand, to network, to enrich our minds, to become better, and we need to make us better.
For sure.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so
Yeah.
I feel there's a whole lot more to do back
Okay.
home. Yes,
Yeah. Courage.
therefore, thank
So,
you.
what piece of advice would you give to young Africans considering studying abroad?
Um, it's a good step. It's a good move.
Yeah.
It's a good experience.
Yeah.
It's a good way to also understand the world more from a different lens, from a different point of view. Living in Africa, living in whichever country you are now, and doing the education there is not like it's bad. It's not terrible. No, people, we have a lot of professors, doctors, we have great people living in Africa up to tomorrow.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
stepping out for 3, 4, 5 years gives an advantage.
Okay.
Yes, what's this advantage? Being able to see the world from a different lens and being able to explore the world from a different lens. So if you can do it, yes, do it. It comes down to a lot of other things: finance, yourself, um, your grades. However, if you have all this on the table and you can put them together, yes, feel free, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great message. Can you walk us through your immigration journey? What was the process like?
Oh yes. I left in 2019.
Yeah.
However,
Uh-huh.
I started a year before.
Okay. So it took you
So
1 year to
yeah,
get approval.
yes. Don't like to get approval, but to plan. Um, if you plan for something and you put every criteria that needs to be that's required, if you put them together, I feel like your plan would always work out.
Okay.
So it took a year to plan this because it was not packed up together, right? There was like room for everything to happen. So in 2018, I started with um, lectures because the main thing for Belgium as a student, if you're going to come here, I mean, as a Nigerian now, I don't know about other African countries, to be honest. However, I did have to write an IELTS,
Yeah.
which is basically an English proficiency exam. You have IELTS, you have TOEFL. I think now they also use Duolingo.
So it is
So
one of the requirements to
yes,
get admitted to the
yes,
universities.
yes, because
Okay.
that's how you start the process. Basically, you need to get an admission first. You need to legalize your documents. You need to put in for a visa application, and you finalize your flights. Then boom, yeah. So, however, I started with like lectures, which took me a couple of months, 3 months, I'll say, in 2018. Before then, I tried to renew all my documents, everything that I needed for their admission. And at some point, it was what the IELTS that I needed. So I finished the lectures, 3 months. I did the exam sometime in what February or March. I got the results by May. Um, After May, I started the full process to submit the visa application. No, wait, I'm confusing the timeline. So I finished the IELTS. I got the results back
How
April.
was it?
The exam.
Yeah.
Um, I think
Because
it was.
I always hear that it's much competitive.
Yes, it is. It is because you have four bands. You
Yeah.
have to do the writing, you have to do the speaking, you have to do the reading,
And the
and
listening.
the listening.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So for me, I had like a 7.0, which I had not been studying for a long time. I finished my high school in 2013, by the way, and
Okay.
I only started processing 2018. So for 5 years of my life, I was more into like business. I was um yeah, working and yes, a whole lot of other things. However, the exam was fine for me with going to lectures for 3 months and studying during my free time also. So I would say if you put your mind to it, as we all know, you can do it. It's not as difficult as it seems to be. It's English. I know English is not our first language for some
Yeah.
people from
Okay.
Africa.
Yeah.
However, for someone like me now, it's my first language or official language in Nigeria. So that was fine for me.
Okay. So
Yeah.
In Nigeria, you did only your high school.
Yes, I did my high school in Nigeria.
Okay. Then after high school, you came for bachelor,
Ye-
then you continued.
exactly. So by May, I got the admission from the university. Then by June,
Was your
July,
first university
Odisee University
or
College.
this?
Odisee, yes.
Okay, because I have seen many people in the social media
Yes.
saying that Belgium doesn't offer the English bachelors.
What they do. Depends on what you want to do also.
Okay.
But there are some programs in English, full English programs.
So did you apply directly to the university or through the agencies?
No, I did my application just myself directly to the school alongside my brother. We didn't use any sort of agent or whatnot.
So you had to submit the application online or physically?
It was online. Everything was online. There's a portal they create, you upload your documents, and eventually, if they need some documents to be reviewed in person, you could always ship through DHL, FedEx, whatnot to the uni. But for me, everything was online completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
When is the ideal time to apply for university program in Belgium, especially to students coming from outside Europe?
The best time is as far away from the resumption date as possible. So if you're watching this video, sometime in December, November, for example, and you want to go to Belgium next year, you can start already as soon as January,
Okay.
February. So you can give yourself a space of 6 months before September, ideally, to have everything covered without doing things rush. Like, yeah, that's the best, I would say.
Do Belgian universities offer scholarships for international students? If so, how can applicants find and access these opportunities?
Yes, there are some scholarships I know of. I've not applied for any, to be fair. However, I know of some scholarship students who have done their masters. I'm not sure about the bachelors. However, I know there are some scholarships for masters, and sometimes they also have to do with the relationship Belgium has with a particular country. For example, I know of Belgium, Tanzania. They have a couple of collaborations together.
Fulbright, something like
Say that again.
Fulbright, I think.
Yeah. This one.
Okay.
I don't know of any other ones.
Okay. Is it feasible for international students to support themselves financially through student job?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
If you're ready to work.
Yeah.
However, it's advised not to work more than you study, because at the end of the day, as an international student, your work will not keep you in the country.
Yeah.
If you're coming in to study, your education will keep you in the country. So you have to study. If you're wanting to study for 6 years, 4 years, if you don't study, you won't stay in the country. After a year, if your grades are bad, you're going back home straight up.
Okay.
So it's advisable not to work more than you
20.
study. Yes. However,
20 hours per week, I think.
20 hours a week, yes,
Yeah,
and you
okay.
can survive with that week in, week out.
But during the vacancy,
Oh, during the holidays,
holidays,
you
yeah.
can work full time. You
Okay.
can work 24 hours a day if your body can do it. No one's going to stop you. But that's only during like holiday period.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah.
much. And what does home mean to you now?
Um, what does home mean to me?
Yeah.
I think home is somewhere you have your clan, you have your tribe, you have your people, somewhere you feel comfortable in, somewhere you'd always go back to, somewhere you always wanting to go back to, somewhere you love,
Yeah.
somewhere you grow, you learn, somewhere you make mistakes, because yes, it's life. You are not perfect. We are not perfect. So we learn, we unlearn, and we grow. So that's home for me.
Okay.
Yes.
reflecting on your expectations before arriving in Belgium versus your actual experiences, what have you learned from the differences?
Mm. Before I left Belgium, before I left Nigeria, I I wouldn't say I had lots of expectations. Why? Because it was also my first time leaving Africa to move to Europe, and it's also my first time in Europe. So I didn't know what to expect. If I can say, I know different people have different views, but for me, I had in mind that I'm going to come here and I'm going to grow here. So there were challenges. There are still challenges, of course. However, the mindset I try to keep is it's part of life, right? You
Yeah,
need to navigate life,
yeah,
and it's never going to be rosy. You'd always have your ups and downs.
mm,
However, it's how you manage yourself during these ups and downs that determine where you'll be. Either you remain on the ground or if you get up again. So, like they say, it's no matter of how many times you fall. It's much more of a matter of how many times you try to get up after you fall.
okay. What message would you like to share with the diaspora community watching this before we end the video?
Um, Firstly, like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah,
share
that is
also.
very important
Yeah, yeah, because
because we are going to share
the
several episodes for different stories.
yes, that's correct, and also it's good knowledge, it's good information, it's not information that has to do with you bringing any money. It's straightforward what it is in Belgium. It's how it's going, how I got here. It's a real story, you know. And people living back home um, that want to come here, I feel the message, or was it for people living diaspora or
Yeah,
people wanting to come?
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
Oh, general message.
yeah, it's a general message.
I'll just say keep doing what you're doing. Be kind.
Yeah,
Um, Life is easy, but we humans try to make it difficult.
yeah,
Um, just be kind. You know, it's a good place to be in Belgium, in the world. However, we need to be nicer to each other. You know, so like they say, just try to pay for the next person behind. If you don't pay by cash, pay by kind, pay by love. You know, be helpful.
yeah.
Don't gatekeep, guys.
Mm.
Let's spread information. Let's help everyone.
And spread the
It's
love.
yeah, spread love. It's a sky, you know.
Okay.
You have enough birds flying without obstructing any other bird. We can be the same also. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's be good to each other.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Elijah, for sharing your journey with us. Your story is a reminder no matter where we go, our roots, our dreams, and our voices matter.
It's a
To,
pleasure.
yeah, to our viewers also, if you are part of the diaspora, know that your story is powerful. Keep sharing, keep connecting, and keep building bridges across continent. And if you have a story to share with us, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us at Diaspora Empire TV at gmail.com or connect with us on our social media Instagram at Diaspora Empire TV, TikTok at Diaspora Empire TV, Facebook Diaspora Empire TV. This has been Diaspora Empire TV, and I'm your host, Charles. Until next time, stay inspired, stay united, and remember, welcome home.